Now to a major blow for transgender rights.
That's right. The Supreme Court here today upheld a Tennessee law restricting gender transition care for young people. Now, the 6-3 ruling could reshape access to transgender care in more than 20 states.
Lolita Lopez is live in West Hollywood with local reaction and the next steps. Lolita.
Annabelle and Michael, California is not a state that has a ban on these types of procedures for transgender people, so today's decision won't necessarily impact those getting that type of care here. But for folks who are concerned about the decision, they say that care is essential.
But although it might feel like your country has turned their back on you, that you just gained an enormous amount of aunties and uncles.
Queen Victoria Ortega sends a message to transgender young people after the Supreme Court upheld a Tennessee law restricting gender transition care for young people.
This opens the door to set the precedent of criminalizing not only parents, but kids and physicians.
Her comments come from experience, having transitioned at age 16 with parents who supported the decision. The 6-3 Supreme Court ruling is likely to have an impact on the 24 other states that have already enacted laws similar to the one in Tennessee, which bars gender transition surgery, puberty blockers, and hormone therapy for youth. Chief Justice John Roberts writing for the majority that the case carries scientific and policy debates about the safety, efficacy, and propriety of medical treatments in an evolving field, adding the Equal Protection Clause does not resolve these disagreements. Attorneys supporting gender-affirming care say some young people can still undergo medical procedures as long as they do not identify as transgender.
Why can cisgender young people receive the treatment and transgender young people not? And the difference is their sex. That's sex discrimination.
In her dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor writes, by retreating from meaningful judicial review exactly where it matters most, the court abandons transgender children and their families to political whims. Politics may certainly play a role with more Democratic states like California allowing for the care. The ruling does not affect states that do not have bans, though one of the largest providers of care for transgender youth, Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, recently announced the closing of its Trans Youth Center in July. Others say there are services still available.
We have a real commitment to working with our partners here in California and across state lines to ensure that transgender children, youth, and families continue to have access to this life-saving service.
And attorneys say that there are other cases on this same topic that are making their way through the legal system. In West Hollywood, Lolita Lopez, NBC4 News.